Thank you, Nancy. This is my mother-in-law's recipe. She serves it every Christmas. That's why we call it Christmas puffs instead of breakfast puffs. But it's delicious. Oh. In my bowl, I have 1.5 cups of warm water, a tablespoon of honey, and I'm putting in a tablespoon of yeast. We're gonna let this bloom. The yeast is active. I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now I'm adding about 4 cups of flour. I'm just gonna add it a cup at a time. Now that the dough is pulling away from the sides and it's forming a ball, I'm gonna knead it for 10 minutes. This is what it looked like after 10 minutes of kneading. I put it in a greased bowl. We're gonna cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Put on a clean kitchen towel and let this rest until it doubles in size. The dough has doubled in size, so we're going to turn it out onto the counter. And I wanted to make 10 of these puffs. So I just want to divide the dough. And then you want to shape them into like switch plate covers. I have some parchment paper lightly floured. And you want to make the little hole like a switch plate has for the light switch. I have 5 on this tray. Just gonna cover it with a clean kitchen towel and let them rest for a while. The second tray is done. We're gonna let these rest. We're just going to fry these puffs up in this 365 degree oil. You just want to fry them until they're golden brown on both sides. Here's what the puffs look like. They're all fried up. We're going to poach some eggs and fry up some bacon. I have some simmering water that has a little bit of vinegar in it. Give it a swirl. And then we're just going to drop in an egg and let that poached egg cook. We'll take it out with a slotted spoon. So I took the poached egg out and tried to drain off all the water. We'll just put that right here on the Christmas puff. Here is my plate. I have the Christmas puff, poached egg, a couple slices of bacon, and some fruit. Take a big piece of that breakfast puff, dip it into your yolk. Look at that. We just got a weather advisory and right in the middle of a squall. The temperatures dropped and the wind is blowing. You can't even see anything. Oh my goodness. 2 of our chickens are still out in the garden, but it's, oh. As soon as it lets up just a little bit, Ken's gonna check on our little chickens. I don't know if you've ever been in a squall before, but it is a dangerous situation. Oh my gosh. They're hunkered down. They look like they're okay, but oh my goodness. The wind was so powerful, it tore up his barbecue cover. We're gonna go try to save the chickens. They're going back to their house by themselves, but there's another one out there. Oh, get inside. It's nice and warm in there. Tonight for dinner, we're making meatball sandwiches with that Italian bread that I made yesterday. I made some quick marinara sauce using my canned tomato sauce from the garden. I had some frozen meatballs that I made and stuck them in the freezer. We're just gonna float them in here and let them cook through. I like to make meatballs ahead of time, sometimes when I have the freezer space. Well, these are just gonna simmer here for a half hour, 40 minutes. This is some of that Italian bread that I made yesterday. I just cut it in half. We're gonna make like open-faced meatball sandwiches. I have a little bit of garlic butter on them, and we're gonna take them right to the oven. I made a simple salad and made some Italian dressing. The garlic bread is nice and toasted, so now it's gonna, withstand the sauce and have good texture. Let's get this plated up. I started with some provolone cheese, and we're just gonna add 3 meatballs per serving. I have my broiler on. Take a little bit of the marinara, put it right on top. Beautiful. Now we're just going to take some shredded mozzarella cheese, sprinkle some right on top. And then we're just going to place this under the broiler. Just came out of the oven. The cheese is melted. We're just going to add some Parmesan cheese to the top. And that is our meatball open-faced sandwich with a nice salad. That's what we're having for dinner. Here is my plate. Definitely want to try a meatball. I like making them ahead of time and freezing them. It makes dinner easy to put together sometimes. Oh yeah, that's good. Really super good.